Section 31 of Uncle Josh's Punkin Center Stories by Cal Stewart. This LibriVox recording is in the public domain. Recording by Philip Martin. Uncle Josh on a Bicycle. Along last summer, Reuben Hoskins, that is Ezra Hoskins' boy, he come home from college and brought one of them newfangled bicycle machines home with him. And I think ever since that time the whole town of Punkin Center has got the bicycle fever. Old Deacon Witherspoon, he's been a-riding a bicycle to Sunday school, and Jim Lawson, he couldn't ride one of 'em because he's got a wooden leg, but he just calculated if he could get it hitched up to the mowing machine, he could cut more hay with it than any man in Punkin Center. Somebody said Cy Pettingill was trying to pick apples with a bicycle. Well, all our boys and girls are riding bicycles now. Nothing would do, but I must learn how to ride one of them. Well, I didn't think very favorably on it, but in order to keep the peace in the family, I told them I would learn. Well, gee whillicky by gum, I wish you had been there when I commenced. I took that machine by the horns and I let it out into the middle of the road, and I got on it sort of unconcerned like, and then I got off sort of unconcerned like. Well, I sot down a minute to think it over, and then the trouble commenced. I got on that darn machine, and it jumped up in the front and kicked up behind and bucked up in the middle and shied and balked and jumped sideways and carried on worse'n a couple of steers the first time they was yoked. Well, I managed to hang on for a spell, and then I went up in the air and come down all over that bicycle. I fell on top of it and under it and on both sides of it. I fell in front of the front wheel and behind the hind wheel at the same time. Derned if I know how I done it, but I did. I run my foot through the spokes and put 150 punctures in a hedge fence and skeered a horse and buggy clear off the highway. I done more different kinds of tumbling than any circus performer I ever seen in my life, and I made more revolutions in a 15-foot circle than any buzz saw that was ever invented. Well, I lost the lamp, I lost the clamp, I lost my patience, I lost my temper, I lost my self-respect, my last suspender button, and my standing in the community. I broke the handlebars, I broke the sprockets, I broke the 10 Commandments, I broke my New Year's pledge, and the law again loud and abusive language, and Jim Lawson got so excited he run his wooden leg through a knothole in the porch and couldn't get it out again. Well, I'm through with it. Once is enough for me. You can all ride your darn bicycles that want to, but for my part, I just as soon stand up and walk as to sit down and walk. No more bicycles for your Uncle Josh, not if he knows it, and your Uncle Josh sort of calculates as how he do. Notoriety. A next-door neighbor to glory, but another way of getting it. Punkin Center Philosophy. End of Uncle Josh on a Bicycle.